guys, the gearing's got chewed up again. We've now got the 18 tooth pinion in here and the 54 tooth spur. Alright guys, we've got the X-MAXX out again. We've come over to my local field. It's an absolutely glorious morning and it is going to be a really nice day. So before I do take this thing a bit further afield and go out for a bash, this thing has been letting me down on every single bash I've been doing, and it's these gears that I've been stripping. So it's the pinions and spurs. So what I've done with this thing now is we've gone back to basics. We've gone back to stock. We're at 1854 now. And I'm still using the pin system, and the mesh feels okay, but it has been feeling okay every time I've taken this thing out, and it's only when I'm out bashing it that the gears start stripping. So you can see there we've got the 54 tooth, we've got an 18 tooth pinion in there, full packs in it. So guys, I was hoping not to bump into any dogs this morning. That's why I've come out early in the morning, but there still seems to be dogs out. So let's give this a quick rip and let's see what happens. The grass is really wet, guys. Do hear a bit of grinding, but it's not clicking noise more than grinding. So let's just quickly check it over. Already full of grass. The pinion looks alright. Check the amount of spray coming off them wheels, guys. Luckily I have vented these tyres, so I'm hoping all this water is not going to cause me any issues. Full throttle. Oh no! Something has given way. Let's have a quick look. Let's see what's happened. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Fortunately, that's red hot. Pinions come off. Pinion still looks alright. The spur doesn't look good. Alright guys, we're back home again. X-MAXX is back on the bench again. Quickly show you the damage this morning's run. So you can see the pinion is off and the spur is all chewed up. So we will be replacing the spur, but I think this time, guys, what I'm going to do is we're going to also replace the motor mounts, so the plastic motor mounts on this motor, just in case the plastic is gone a bit weak and it's causing this motor to move a bit, hence why we might be slipping in gears as well. So this is the part number 7760, and it's the front and rear motor mount, and you also get a set of pins, fresh pins in there as well. So we'll be replacing all them bits out, basically reconditioning the motor brace system. This is the pinion that came loose today, guys, and it didn't fare too badly. I did clean out the screw and everything else, so it wasn't the screw, it wasn't the Loctite that failed. I don't think I turned the grip tight the grub screw tight enough to hold on to the shaft. The motor is loose now. I've removed all the screws holding it down, and you can see you got two braces that hold the motor down to the chassis itself, and on one side you've got a screw, single screw on this side. It looks like the same on the opposite side, so it's just going to be a case of removing them two screws and hopefully just replacing the plastic. And also, guys, I'm going to swap out the pins as well. Them pins that I've got in there have got a little bit of rust on them, and I just don't want nothing to compromise the spur and pinion install. So let's get this packet opened. Let's see what we get. Get some scissors on it. Alright, there's one. There's the other one, and this one is the front because it's got this little plastic bit on the front here which locates the motor for us. And got a set of pins as well. The right key. So that's the old one, guys. Doesn't look much to be wrong with it, but I'm gonna just swap it out just in case we're getting any kind of flex going on in there. At the same time, just give this a quick clean up. As I said, that's the front and that's the rear one. Just make sure you get the right ones in. Make sure it's nice and tight. Let's do the same on the front. See better. So this one just slides off, and again, can't see any issues with that. Just give this a quick clean up. This is a new one. It should just slide straight on. Yep. Okay, so that's the motor done now. I'll pull out the pins, put the new ones in, change the spur out as well, guys, and get it all buttoned up, and hopefully be back with you shortly. We've got the X-MAXX out. We're going to be giving this a test. She has, in the end, got 2050 gearing in there. I don't know how well you can see that. This is my last set of gearing for this RC. I've gone through everything that I've got, the 46, the 54s, countless 18 tooth and 20 tooth pinions as well. So I did, in the end, took a step back. Basically, I was just mindlessly putting new spurs and pinions in every time it stripped, and I wasn't actually looking down and seeing why it was actually stripping. So I had a chance to have a look at the pinions and spurs that I have ruined, and the pattern that I was seeing is it was a lot of damage occurred on one side of the spur gear, guys. And then I was looking at the RC itself and seeing how well the mesh was and the way the spur sat, because the pinion has the pins to set the motor, so you know that that is set in the right position. And the issue I found, I think, was with the spur. Every time I gunned it on the bench with it raised up high, the spur was jolting backwards and forwards, and the additional issue of the spur not actually sat 100% horizontal with the pinion. Both of them two things were resulting in the pinion stripping out, sorry, the spur stripping out. So what I've done this time, guys, is the two bearings that come with the spur shaft, I've put a bit of electrical tape around them too, just to make the outer circumference of these bearings slightly bigger, so that the cover for the spur will sit on and hold down both of them bearings in its place, and then bearings are what keeps the spur straight against the pinion. So guys, I've adjusted the bearings now, and I'm quite happy with the way the spur is sat now. It's quite horizontal against the pinion. The mesh seems to be fine, doesn't sound too loud, so I'm all right. I haven't got the cover on it at the moment, just because I want to keep an eye on what the pinion's doing. And I've also got my temperature gun as well, because we've got the 2050 gear in. I want to keep an eye on the temps as well, and making sure that it doesn't overheat. So guys, just going to give it a quick test. We're at the skate park, there's a few people about. We're just going to give it a quick test, make sure that pinion doesn't strip out before we do take it out for some jumps. So let's get on with it. Start off a bit slowly. Wow, tumble. Whoa. Alright guys, I'm quite happy with her. She survived the first little rip. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and hit the skate park if we can, to get some jumps in and see if she survives that. So let's just check to see if that spur and pinion's still okay. Don't know how well you can see that. Everything still looks alright. We'll just do a quick temperature check. 88 on the motor, 90 on the ESC, guys. 92 on the ESC. So she's alright so far. Let's carry on. So far guys, this thing is holding up. Guys, she's taking it. Oopsie daisy. Right, that was a first back flip after changing out all them pinions and spurs, and she survived it. Oh no, I heard a grind. That doesn't sound good. Yes guys, we've done it again. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's some light ridges on the side. So guys, I'm going to carry on until this thing completely finishes on me. So we're going to hit some bigger jumps and see if we can get any good clearances out of it. Guys, I'm not happy. Whoa! I think she's turned off. That was nice. She's all good. Battery came unplugged. Let's carry on. actually come undone again. Yeah, she's quite close, you can hear it. It sounds terrible. She is grinding really badly. Right guys, we're gonna have to call it. Unfortunately, she's grinding too much. I'm not gonna get any speed out of her now. The story with the X-MAXX goes on. What I'm gonna do now is I'm not gonna bother putting any more pinions and spurs in. I'm gonna change out the whole spur shaft, including the bearings and the cover as well. Hope you enjoyed this one. It was short and sweet. Temperature wise, I don't even think we've got down, we got to temperature. I have got any temperature issues either, so very disappointed. It's back to the drawing board, I guess. So guys, if you enjoyed this one, make sure you hit the like, and if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do. We'll be doing more on this X-MAXX, so make sure you follow the story on it as well, and make sure you stay tuned. So guys, until the next time, see ya.